Amen. So today I'm going to be talking to you about a very, very important topic. And what is that topic? Is called the power of focus. Focus is one of those things that many persons do not take seriously, but to a large extent, it goes a long way. Have you not observed? Let me just give a simple example, like maybe let me use like pharmaceuticals now. Let's say, for instance, now you are given certain antibiotics to take now. They will tell you take this particular one, maybe morning and evening for the next 5 days. Now, if you were to take that antibiotics for morning and evening for 3 days, you will not get the kind of effect or the result you are looking for. Do you understand? So you have to take it for that 5 days for you to get the result that you're looking out for. That is how focus is. Imagine somebody just entered school, for instance. Now you start from 100 level to get to your final year. Imagine if you're not focused enough to have the discipline to be patient. So I think focus and patience work together. Focus and patience work together. The power of focus. What does that mean basically? That you say you see yourself through first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, depending on what you are studying in school, and you find out that person has come out successful. Why? Because that person gave that time to focus. It is not easy. That's why I see some persons when they are about to engage in certain tasks, they focus. Focus is one of those things that you have to be able to. And as I'm speaking with you, I'm also speaking to myself too, because sometimes we always get distracted. You understand? There's this thing in the social space where you have people having short attention span. What that basically means is that people are now used to looking at very short form content instead of taking time to listen to a podcast of maybe like 3 hours or 4 hours. You understand? People just want a 15-second snippet of a particular thing, and they already feel they have knowledge about the thing. But focus gives you that discipline to take your time, to listen, to understand, and be able to apply. You understand? So for me, I believe power of focus. I just thought about it today. I say, man, this is one of the very interesting topics I believe that we should talk about today. And that's why I decided to make this podcast about the power of focus. Power of focus is very, very important. It's just like somebody that's saving up now. You want to save up to buy a piece of land now. Maybe the land is about maybe like maybe let me give a typical example, maybe 1.5 million. You have to set certain amount of money aside every month to achieve that goal. You understand? So if you are not focused and disciplined, you find out that you will not be able to achieve that goal. And at the end of the day, you will not look like you're making so much money, but you're not having it put somewhere. I don't know if you get. So what I would advise, I'm also, like I said, I'm also speaking to myself too, is that we should focus on those things. Sometimes you see that sometimes people might have maybe unhealthy routine. They eat anyhow. You start eating clean. People don't sleep enough. Start learning how to sleep. Be focused and be determined. So discipline, focus, and patience, I think they all work together. If you don't have these things together, I think it will be very hard. Discipline is better than motivation any day of the time, because discipline is doing those things that you would not ordinarily have done with little passion. Motivation is very easy. You are motivated, you are very, very up and doing the first day. But after that, what happens is discipline that keeps you going. Discipline is about doing those things you want to do, even though when you don't want to do them. Like I didn't want to record a video today because a podcast rather, but I looked at it, I said, no, the power of discipline, focus. You have to be focused and determined on what you want to do. And that's why I made up this podcast today, the power of focus. So if there's anything you have been doing that you're not really proud of and you want to change about yourself, think about it. You've been procrastinating and you say, let me focus on this thing. Just like I gave an example of the antibiotics, I was given one to take for 5 days. You do it 2 days, you're not going to get the result you're looking for. But if you take it for that 5 days, you get the result that you're looking for. If you like this podcast and you found it informative, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till meet next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.